heart of a sun-baked Indian village named Bhawanipur, where the air smelled of earth and the songs of birds blended with the rustle of wheat, lived a young girl named Champa. With dark braided hair, curious eyes, and bare feet hardened by dusty paths, she was a child of the soil. Her father, Ramu Kaka, was a humble farm laborer who worked for the village landlord. Every day, from sunrise to sunset, he toiled in the landlord's vast fields under the scorching sun. Despite his hard work, they barely had enough to eat. Books and schooling were luxuries they couldn't afford. Champa longed to go to school. Every morning, she would watch other children with their satchels full of books, marching off to learn about the world. She'd sit on a stone near the school gate, watching through the half-open door, her heart aching to be a part of that world. One afternoon, while accompanying her father to the fields, she wandered near a dense patch of wild grass by the old banyan tree. Her foot struck something hard. Curious, she dug it out and discovered a beautiful golden ring embedded with a glowing ruby. It shimmered unnaturally, like it had a heartbeat of its own. That night, as Champa slept on the mud floor of her hut, she had a vivid dream. A glowing old woman, with silver hair and glowing bangles, appeared in a misty white sari. Her voice was deep and calm. "Champa," the woman said, "this ring is enchanted. It will grant you anything your heart desires. But remember, every wish has a weight. Choose wisely." When Champa awoke, she thought it was just a dream. But curiosity whispered otherwise. She held the ring and said, "I wish I had school books, a uniform, and a bag." In a flash of golden light, all of it appeared at her feet. Her eyes widened. The dream was real. The ring was magical. Every day after that, she made new wishes: better clothes, food on the table, a bicycle, a tiled roof for their home. People began whispering in awe and confusion. How did poor Ramu's daughter become so rich? But no one knew the secret of the ring. As time passed, greed crept into Champa's heart like a shadow. She stopped going to school regularly. She demanded more: silk saris, piles of jewelry, gold coins. She didn't want to be just a student anymore. She wanted to be a queen in her own village. One day, driven by her growing hunger for power, she made a wish that would change everything. "I wish," she whispered to the ring, "that anything I touch turns to gold." A flash. A spark. The wish was granted. Champa ran her fingers over a clay pot. It turned to gold. She touched a wooden bench. It gleamed like the sun. She laughed with joy. "I am richer than the landlord," she shouted. But when she picked up a roti to eat, it too turned to gold. She grabbed a mango. Gold again. Terrified, she cried out, "No! I'm hungry." But the ring had granted her wish exactly. Everything her fingers touched turned to gold, even her food. She couldn't eat, couldn't drink, couldn't hug her father. Tears rolled down her cheeks. For 3 days, Champa sat alone in her golden house, surrounded by riches but starving, weak, and broken. Her father wept outside her door, unable to understand what had happened to his beloved daughter. That night, the old woman appeared in her dream again. "You asked for gold, child, and now you have it. Is your hunger for gold greater than your hunger for life, for love, for learning?" Champa sobbed, "Please, take it all away. I don't want gold. I want to be normal. I want to eat, to read, to live." The old woman nodded. "A true heart must learn its worth. You have paid your price. The ring's power is taken back, but its memory shall stay." When Champa awoke, the ring was gone. Everything had returned to normal: her clay pots, her wooden bench, her simple clothes. The gold had vanished. But her hunger, not for food, but for meaning, was alive again. She returned to school, this time with true passion. She taught other village girls to read, to dream, and to resist the glitter of shortcuts. She helped her father in the fields with pride and worked toward a better future for all. Years later, she became a respected teacher in Bhavanipur, and villagers often told their children the tale of Champa and the cursed wish. Not as a warning against magic, but against greed. Because the richest girl in the village had once been the hungriest.